It's a rite of passage around here. It's like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Lions football is back, and with it brings optimism that might be misplaced. Now, while I don't particularly believe this team will win the Super Bowl this year, I think they should improve from last year's 6-10 campaign. Who knows how far? This week at training camp, I caught up with one Lions former player, Lomas Brown, who likes what he sees with this year's team. Lomas Brown, of course, the wonderful voice of these Detroit Lions with the color commentary. Look, it's training camp. Yes. We all know it's the beginning.
Yes.
But excitement around here, does it feel different than it has in years?
It does. It really does. And you know, like you say, every year the fans anticipate how the season's going to be. But you could feel something a little different. I don't know whether it's Coach Patricia's second year. Everybody feels a little bit more comfortable. But even the players, they seem to be a little bit more comfortable, seem to be, you know, buying more into what coaches trying to get these guys to do out there on the field, which is refreshing.
It is refreshing. It is also refreshing to know, I think, that we know what we have in the defense a little bit.
Yes.
The questions is going to be on offense, and can that system work right away? But how will this team be measured offensively, defensively? Do you think it'll be one of those, like when people talk about the Detroit Lions are a what? A blank what?
Well, I think they have to say they're a physical, grinded-out team. I think everything is going to start up front with the five guys. And I'm not just saying it because I was one of those guys, but Coach Darrell Bevell, his belief, he wants to run it between the tackles. He wants to punish those guys, two tight ends, line it up and smash mouth those guys. They go out and get C.J. Anderson, who's a guy that should be able to run between the tackles. So I think it'll take so much pressure off Matthew because, man, this guy's been under a lot of pressure these last few years, and you want to make him as comfortable as you can. So hopefully we'll be a ground and pound. A little thunder and lightning back there. I kind of like that, a little thunder and lightning, yeah.
What other intangibles does this team have? And I know it's early, so we still have, you know, I guess the characters still need to develop, if you will. But who else do you look at this roster and say, you know, that guy might be a big key to this season?
Well, you know, if I look on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to look at Tracy Walker, you know, taking over for Glover Quinn, who was great for us. You know, Tracy going into his second year is going to be big for him. But I'm looking for him to step up. Deshaun Hand on the defensive line, I'm looking for him to have another big year. He had a nice year as a rookie, so I'm looking for him to follow that up. So those guys, Jared Davis, how is he going to lead this defense with the young fella next to him? So it's a lot of things that I'm looking for just to see how these parts are going to fit.
Now, I know that you're not in the prediction business as much as some of the other pundits out there, but you see 3-13 come across the ticker. You see 4-12, and we just came off 6-10.
Yeah.
This team doesn't take a step backwards this year, does it?
We can't. I don't think we can take a step backwards. I didn't see it that low. I really didn't. But I don't think we could take a step back. You know, again, last year was disappointing, but, you know, you had to give Coach time to get his players in there to implement his system. And, you know, Matthew didn't have the best of years. So I think with him having a better year this year, more weapons around him, that defense getting a second opportunity to really digest Coach's philosophy, I think the team should be a lot better this year.
So in the first week of training camp, I'm going to make you say it. Give me a prediction for the 2019 Detroit Lions.
I know how to do this safe, 8-8. I'm right down the middle. See, I got that. 8-8, straight down the middle right now.
I can't be mad at him because that's probably what I'll pick as well. Now, as far as the roster is concerned, most of the important positions pretty much figured out as who's the starter and the depth goes. But that doesn't mean there won't be a surprise coming out of training camp in the next couple of weeks. Anthony Pittman, you may have heard of him. He's a Wayne State graduate. He played for Birmingham Groves High School when he was a youngster. He's hoping he has what it takes to be the next local guy getting a shot with the hometown team. Well, local product, Anthony Pittman is here. Spent some time at Wayne State, obviously from Birmingham. You're looking around here, and can you believe you're living that kid dream, playing for the hometown team?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot, you know, growing up in the area. You know, seeing the facility growing up, it makes it extra special. But, you know, I got to keep working. You know, I got to make the team, learn my teammates, learn the coaches, you know, just enjoy being here.
What are they telling you about what you need to do to get on this roster?
A lot of different things, you know, wherever I can fit in. If it's special teams, defense, whatever role I can do to make the team better, that's what I'm going to do.
Have you had a moment where you've needed to kind of go, whoa, like take a step back and say,
all right, I got to focus, I got to be, professional, but at the same time, the little kid in you is probably screaming like, what a cool opportunity this is.
Yeah, sometimes I'm still taken aback by it. You got guys that I've seen on TV, guys that I've watched growing up, and it's amazing to be in the same room with them and to learn from them and see their example live in person. So it's amazing.
Finally, what would it mean to you to get a chance to be a Detroit Lion full time?
It will mean a lot for me, for my college, for my high school, for the city, for my family. It's a goal that would be amazing to achieve, and I'm working every day to get to there.
Did you look at Joik Bell? Because he had a similar type story. Did you hearken back to his days with the Lions?
So yeah, I've actually reached out to Joik, and he's around Wayne State a lot, and we've had some conversations. He's given me some advice, and he's helped me out a lot. So to follow his path, his footsteps, that means a lot for Wayne State and for Detroit.
Certainly would be cool to see him make that 53-man roster. Lions will take the day off tomorrow, then they're back to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday down in Allen Park before they have a scrimmage on Friday at Ford Field. All right, coming up next, we got to talk about the future of the Tigers organization. The Athletics' Emily Walden in studio. She'll be back chatting with me coming up next here on the FamilyDeal.com 7 Sportscape. Stay with us.